they had theorized that people could trace shapes with a camera obscura. Artists, you know, going back, well, the camera obscura goes back to Egyptian times. But I thought that they could not only trace the shapes, but trace the colors. Because Vermeer had that look, and there's certain dead giveaways in Vermeer that there's something funny going on. And so the idea occurred to me in the bathtub, and then, like usually, if I get an idea, I write it down, and then I start Googling, and 99 times out of 100, somebody else has already done it, and then I can take it off my to-do list. Well, that didn't happen. I searched for months, started searching in other languages, looking for artist, mirror, comparison, anything I could find in all these languages, nothing. So that's when I did the experiment on the kitchen table. And the experiment worked way, way too well. And that's when I got this feeling that I was onto something. And that's when I mentioned it to Penn. Then I had this idea that I would make something that looked something like a Vermeer. And it wasn't all that ambitious at the time, but that was my mindset when Penn and I had dinner, was that I was going to get an old chair, maybe a chandelier, and you know, a couple things, and set it up. And then Penn said, stop everything. And that's when it really, the nature of the experiment changed radically, because then I felt that it was a real opportunity to try to prove the theory in a much more complete way, to make it look like a Vermeer. So make it look like an existing Vermeer, and that's when it kind of got crazy. And Teller, who came on early as the director, gave me some pretty simple instructions. He said, cover everything you're doing from as many angles as you can. And so we bought a whole lot of cameras, still cameras and motion picture cameras, and just kept them running. And of course, disk storage is so cheap that you can just keep running. And so I would turn the cameras on in the morning and just let them go. And then I forgot about them. After a couple of days, I was just unaware, you know, that the cameras were there. I think it was about 2,400 hours of material when we were done. It had to be boiled down to 80 minutes. And somebody had to watch all that. It wasn't me, it was Farley and Patrick Sheffield, our editor, that did that. And then Penn and Teller also had to see the majority of it. And then they pulled out a thread of a story out of all that material. And it could have gone a lot of different ways. I have no idea how they did it, but they did.